simplify, and then add lightness. I think there's no better quote to start this video. Why? Well, one image worth more than 1,000 words. The Weeny Issi Classic, not the fastest variant of the Weeny Issi family or even the most modern, but it's the lightest, and from all the cars we tested, trust me when I tell you that this is one of the most enjoyable and hardest cars to drive with a retro design. But what if you want something like the Issi Classic but more newer? Well, knowing nowadays car trends where to get a more powerful or newer car from this type of segment, it has to be heavier and much bigger. And the best example for this is the rest of the variants of the Issi. But there is a car that breaks this rule. The Panto. This car came from one of the most luxurious brands in GTA 5, Benefactor. But the concept of this car doesn't have anything similar to the Benefactor car brand. No luxurious interior, no excessive power or dimensions. But the thing is that this car worked so well for the brand on its launch that almost everyone wanted to buy a Panto, customize it and drive it. By the time the Panto was on sale in 2014, it became a trend like the Faggio. Nothing special on the paper, but on the practice it was a small, fun, cheap and a very customizable car, and there was nothing similar by the time. But 4 years later, the Issi Classic appeared. It was much expensive, with proportions similar to the Panto, and it had a retro design and a very rough handling feeling, but at the same time very enjoyable. So here's the question of today's episode. These two cars are from the A segment of vehicles. This segment includes the smallest cars on Earth. Also, it includes cars made mainly for the city. So today we are gonna compare them to see which is the king of Los Santos City. My name's Rod, welcome to 8th episode of Two-Step Review.
Know you want one. Shot. Oh! Jesus Christ!
First point, exterior design, and here there's no much structure to analyze or compare, but at the first sight, even knowing that both are small cars, the Issi is longer due to the extra 2 seats row on the back, which are useless, but the Panto is taller and wider. Leaving proportions apart and getting into design, the Panto is of course a newer car with a more sober design, but this design can be changed a lot. You can make your Panto look like a race car, like a drift car, like a super hipster car, or even like a travel car, and more, giving us a total of 45 aesthetic improvements. And what about the Issi Classic? As a stock, we get retro lines combined with some available upgrades, which most of them are entirely focused to give the Issi a more racing / rally-ish style, but also you will get some updates to make the Issi look like a normal car, like a family car for travel or have fun, or even you can make it look like a rusty piece of shit. So all this give us the total amount of 107 aesthetic options and 11 liveries. Now with interior, and here by far the Issi Classic wins. We know we are talking about cars from different ages, but both cars' design are spicy on the exterior with its own age differences. But the interior of the Panto is the same you can find on a family / SUV car. Boring, simple and not much functional, because the steering has half circumference of both gauges, and you can even see the radio lyrics. But on the other side, the Issi it's cool. Not the best interior we have seen in a retro car, but it's more than enough in terms of design, because in terms of functionality, it's the same story like with the Panto. The radio design is useless and not much adequate for a car of this year. And thanks to the steering wheel position, again, the rev gauge gets almost hidden. And about usable seats, both are two-seat cars even knowing that the Issi has 4, and about the visibility in both cars is good enough in every side. And what about both car sounds? Well, from the Panto we get an inline 3 engine, which is hidden under the trunk, and in the Issi we get an inline 4 engine. The Panto sounds soft, and the Issi still being a soft sound but a little bit more spicy. Judge by yourself which one is better. And now with the best part, the performance. First of all, we need to remember that both cars' prices are so different. The Panto is almost $300,000 cheaper than the Issi, and the Panto is faster on paper, and on the practice you get the same feelings. So the cheaper car is the fastest. And at this point of the video, maybe now you have decided what you want, but one thing that you don't get on the Panto is the feeling of driving a car. And with that I mean the Issi is possibly one of the most dangerous, puristic and visceral cars we've tested by far. You get the feeling that the physics are real and exist with the Issi Classic. You feel like there's no traction or stability control or other type of electronics on your back waiting for the moment to turn on and save you from a collision, which is something that constantly happens not only on the Panto but also in most of the cars in GTA 5. This car can be considered as a front-wheel drive cousin of the Gauntlet Hellfire, a car which we previously tested before, and it fascinated us not for the numbers on the paper or on the practice or its way of accelerating. It's a car that we love because the way it loses control, it's so real, and you get the feeling that you are driving something where the physics are real. That doesn't feel like a train on its own rails, which as we said, it's something that we constantly feel in most of the cars in GTA 5. So, about driving experience, the Issi wins by far. But if you are looking for fast times and numbers, the Panto is your car. So now we know everything we need about these two, except how they handle on our test track with our Russian drunk pilot. So let's take a look to the results. Remember, you will have the full lap times on the description below. The Issi Classic is not a car for the numbers, except for the price, which involves a big number. So knowing the price, let's know how it handled at our test track, where it made a time of 2 minutes 40 seconds. And the Panto, which is a car where everyone is making his bets, made a time of 2 minutes 36 seconds. So there we have it. The Panto is the fastest car and the most cheaper. But that result can be expected from the first moment you started to see in this video. But the real surprise is that the Issi Classic is a $300,000 love letter from Rockstar to the front-wheel drive cars and to the driving experience in this game. So there you have it, the final results. Thanks so much for watching, hope you liked this video. Remember to subscribe to our channel, hit like if you've loved our video, take care with open source and drive safe. See you next episode of Two Step Review.